Hello everyone and welcome to episode 24 of my Human Mage playthrough. Today we are doing a ton of different things and we're going to go all around the world. Currently we are in Wetlands. For last episode we spent a lot of time exploring the Wetlands and doing some quests around here. But today I'm going to go ahead and head south back to the Kingdom of Stormwind. One location that I'm going to head to is Lakeshire, which I actually have my Hearthstone set to right now. So I can go ahead and Hearthstone straight over there. And now that we are back here, I'm going to go ahead and explore the Redridge Mountains a little bit. We have spent quite a bit of time in this zone, starting at like level 14 or 15, and now we are level 26. And there are some quests here that are very high level. Our highest level quest here is level 27. And I think today is going to be our last day questing in this zone. There are a couple of things that I want to do, and only a couple. We have a ton of different quests here that we could complete if we wanted to, such as this wanted quest here, or this Morganth quest that we picked up when we were here last time. And I don't think I'm going to end up doing either of those quests because I don't particularly want to, because I am playing the classic version of World of Warcraft. There are not a lot of people here and it would be difficult to get a group together to do any of those quests, and I don't think a lot of them are really worth my time. And this level 17 no, all these no's are very low level here. I'm just gonna go ahead and run straight past them. So I think I'm just gonna do a few quests that aren't group quests, and we don't have many of those left in this zone. There's also one quest we have to pick up, which is also a group quest, and it is near where we are going to be doing some questing today, but I'm going to go ahead and ignore that one as well. We are currently level 26 and we still have some quests in this zone left, of course, but we still have a ton of quests left in Duskwood and Wetlands as well, and I am also planning on doing a dungeon run as well, so I don't think we're going to be short on any experience. And actually, if we were to do all of the quests here in Redridge, we might actually be a little too far on experience. I'm going to go ahead and clear this Redridge Mystic here because our first target right here is Yowler. And I think doing this quest is going to be pretty easy for us to do. I'm going to go ahead and polymorph this Mystic, and then I'm going to Frostbolt Yowler here, and then I'm going to Fire Blast and Frost Nova, those two, and then I should be able to just cast a few more Frostbolts, and then a Fire Blast, and maybe a Wand. And I'm just going to hope, yep, Yowler died, and I'm just going to run away to break aggro. Super easy, super simple quest to complete there. Let's go ahead and break aggro here, and hopefully we won't pull anything else. Looks like the way is clear. I'll go ahead and go grab this paw that we need to pick up. And I just noticed that our next questing location is actually just north of us right here. And normally I would walk all the way around, but I see a little bit of a shortcut right here potentially if we are able to make it over this mountain here. So let's go ahead, and I got Yowler's paw, and let's go ahead and just run over this mountain and see if we can actually get over here. I've never done this before, so maybe we're not able to. So far it looks like it's working, but it might actually just be a dead end. I see there's some rocks right here, and I think this is indeed a dead end. We're currently over a cave right now where we could go in and explore the cave, but alas, it doesn't look like we can get to it. So let's go ahead and run this way, the way we came in, and we can get to that new area. It's kind of interesting that Yowler was level 25 while all the other gnolls around here are like level 16 to like 19. There's like a few level 21 gnolls as well, but overall it's like a very easy area with just like one dangerous boss, and we were able to deal with the boss very quickly because of how easy the area was. But our next area, which is the last area of the Redridge Mountains that we have not explored yet, is just due north of here, and it is bordering the Burning Steppes, which is one of the highest level zones in Classic WoW. And it's kind of interesting, it's like a level 50 zone right next to Redridge Mountains, which is like level 25 at the highest. But in this area, there are a ton of Blackrock orcs that are coming in from the Burning Steppes. This is kind of like their closest camp to home, where they mostly reside in the Blackrock Mountain. And Blackrock Mountain, of course, is located in both the Burning Steppes as well as another zone called the Searing Gorge. This location is called Render's Camp, and I see a bunch of orcs attacking me right now, so I'm just going to run this way really quickly. One day when we reach like level 50, 52-ish, we will be adventuring through the Burning Steppes, but right now, as a lowly level 26 who's doing some questing in this area, as we look upon the Burning Steppes, it is incredibly intimidating right now, and I would not dare step foot there. But as far as Render's Camp goes, should be relatively a piece of cake. There are 2 quests going on here, and I might only do one of them. I don't know exactly if I want to do the other one. The one that I know for a fact I'm going to do is Blackrock Menace. And then the other one is Blackrock Bounty, which I think Blackrock Bounty unlocks an elite quest that we are able to do, but of course I'm not planning on doing any of the elite quests. So looking at the quests that we currently have, we have Morganth, which is a quest chain that we were working on where we picked up the quest from the Tower of Azora, and it's basically us just fighting a human mage that turned necromancer and is looking for the Scythe of Elune, and basically our goal there is to just stop him. It is a relatively difficult quest, especially when you are by yourself. Typically, I think you want about 3 people for it. It's even difficult to duel, to my understanding. And the reward that you get from it is this Rose Mantle, and it is basically not better. It's like worse than what we have equipped. Arguably worse, at least. So I don't think we will be doing that quest at all. There's also a new mage quest chain that we could pick up in Stormwind if we wanted to. That would actually take us to that tower, and it would be dealing with Morganth as well, where we would be finding a tome of his, and then we would go to Duskwood a little bit and we would explore there and kill some spiders and get some silk in order to create a new robe. But the robe is currently not better than what we have equipped, and there are other robes or shirts that we could get that would be even better than the one that we get from that quest. So it's just another reason why I kind of don't want to go there. Kind of a waste of time. That quest is nothing noteworthy. It's just kind of like another basic that adds on a little bit of flavor about this mage that exists in the world, which is definitely interesting. But like beyond that, it's basically kind of just a little bit of a fetch quest in order to get some items to create a robe, which arguably is very cool. But I think as far as the Tower of Elgalar as well as Morganth goes, we fully understand what is going on there, and I don't particularly care about completing that, so I'll go ahead and get rid of this quest. As we have come further into this camp here, there are a ton of orcs, and there are the orcs that we want to fight here, Blackrock champions, and I think they mostly reside in that cave there, which I'm going to probably dip my toes into in order to fight the orcs. There is an escort quest in there that is really cool, but I don't think I'm going to do it because it's definitely a little bit on the challenging side, and I don't think we get too much from it. The quest in there is Corporal Keishan, and he's just a member of the Lakeshire Guard, I believe. And he's a pretty cool character, and he was basically just kind of kidnapped by the orcs and forced into like slavery, and he's just like imprisoned there in the cave. And it would definitely be a good idea for us to be able to get him out, and we're just going to pretend, since lore-wise we definitely do free him. So I might have made a little bit of a mistake here. I think we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. I didn't think we were fine, but we're fine. But Corporal Keishan plays a big part of the Cataclysm storyline, and big part of like Redridge Mountains specifically, not the story as a whole. But overall in Vanilla WoW, we don't do too much with him. We just rescue him. And maybe if I feel a little bit confident, or if we see someone here, we might just escort him out. But I don't particularly care too much. And it's just a little bit of a basic escort quest. And we kind of see with escorts in like every game, it's kind of a controversial topic a little bit, where I feel like most people don't enjoy escort quests. And from my experience, this escort quest is kind of like one of the worst ones to do, where it's not super fun. Some escort quests can be pretty fun, but this one is definitely on the less fun side, especially when you get out of the cave. At the very end we come here, and then there are a ton of orcs. If we have one friend with us, maybe I'll do it, but overall I don't care too much, and I don't think we'll be missing out too much on that. I keep pulling multiple orcs at the same time, and it's a little distressing, and I'm hoping we'll be fine here. And I think this tracker is about to die. So let's go ahead, and I probably didn't need to use that healing potion, but I felt like I should. Let's go ahead and throw a couple of frost bolts this imp's way, and then let's go ahead and hope that we can probably counterspell that summoner, and then I'll go ahead and do one more frost bolt, and hopefully he'll start fleeing. And I'll throw my wand towards him, and now he's fleeing, and it looks like we were able to defeat him, and it's a good thing that I used my health potion there, though I probably should have waited a little bit more to make sure that I didn't get 100% health with it, because I might have lost out on some of the potential healing there, but we survived anyways. Having come into this cave proper, I see a ton of Blackrock champions around here, so we should be able to get this quest done in no time. We'll definitely complete Blackrock Minus long before we complete Blackrock Bounty, because I'm hoping we'll at least get 1 axe within the next 12 kills. Maybe we'll get it on this champion, but if not, we will have 11 more to fight and we will get it from there, but we got it from that one, so why was I even talking about that? No idea why. So I might be in another bit of a pickle here. Gonna go ahead and come this way, and I'm going to polymorph this champion. I was under attack in the cave, and then I was kind of losing that fight, so then I ran out. Let's go ahead and try to kill this champion ASAP, and we should be able to get it here. And then I'm going to start attacking this champion, and I need to use multiple frost bolts, but I don't have enough mana, so this might not be great. What do we have here? We have increased attack speed, oil of Olaf. I don't think we have anything else. Call down a pillar of fire. I'll go ahead and do this. And let's go ahead and use wand a couple more times, and I think we got him, and he resisted. That's not good, and we got him. Well, I guess that worked out in our favor. We got 2 champion kills there. I see a couple of Blackrock champions here, as well as a solid chest, so hopefully we will be able to fight all of these champions, and then I'll go ahead and loot through that chest as well. Actually, I probably only need to fight the 1 champion in order to get the chest. That one is down. I see 2 right there, so this is going to be good for our quest. Let's go ahead and open this chest and see what we get. Hopefully something good is inside of it. And nothing too worthwhile, but a little bit of money at least. So the final questing area that we have in Redridge Mountains, and it's something that I'm not planning on doing, is an elite area, and it is around Stonewatch Keep. And it is Stonewatch Keep as well, where there's some quests around there that we can go ahead and like siege the keep, and we can get into the old keep and the old barracks and stuff like that, and we can fight some of the powerful Blackrock orcs that are kind of in charge of this incursion into the Redridge Mountains. But as our human mage, we are not going to do that. We will let other adventurers take care of that for us. Unless I happen to see people wanting to do it within the immediate future at least. There are multiple quests in that area, one of which is one we have right now, which is the Wanted Gath Elzog quest. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to abandon this quest as well, like what we did with Morganth. We're about to unlock another one, and then I think there's like a 3rd one somewhere that we can also do, but I will not be doing it. And once again, I am in a little bit of a pickle here. So let's go ahead and try to fight these orcs, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to win here. So I'm going to go ahead and use this healing potion, and hopefully I can fight this champion off, and then I think I could Frost Nova the tracker and then use Evocation. Or I might be able to just use Frost Nova now. Let's go ahead and use Evocation, and hopefully we'll be able to completely replenish our mana here. And then I'll Fire Blast the champion, and then we should be able to fight the tracker. I don't think we're gonna die here. I'm just gonna knock on wood there. And it looks like we were indeed successful. So I've killed 12 out of 15 of the Blackrock champions. I think I'm gonna start leaving the cave, because the ones behind us should have been respawning by now, and we should be able to finish this quest just by leaving the cave. I see 2 of them immediately right here. I also see a tracker walking around, so let's make a mental note that that tracker is walking around and make sure we don't get attacked by it. So I know this tracker went off right on the left there, and there he is. Let's go ahead and pull him, and we're going to pull way back this way, and I don't see anyone following him, so I think this is good. I did see an orc that was very close by to him, so we're probably going to do the same thing and pull him back this way as well. So let's just sneak around here. I see this champion, and we well, our escape there is kind of blocked off, but I think we are far enough back right here, and I don't think we're going to have to deal with any large threats. Go ahead and just Frost Nova a little bit, and then I think we'll be pretty good for clearing our way out of here. I know there are a few orcs that are at the entrance, and then right outside the cave there are a ton of orcs. We could try to fight through them, or we could try to make a run for it. I'll go ahead and probably do both at the same exact time. So I think there is a warlock down here, and there's also a champion. I see the warlock right there, or summoner rather. Let's go ahead and fight this champion real quick, and then we should be able to get that summoner cleared away. Okay, here's the summoner. Should be pretty easy to deal with. Might have to use my last health potion here. Let's go ahead and just use it, and then we can fight this last Blackrock champion. So I was thinking about fighting my way out, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and run out. So let's go ahead and heal all the way up, and then on our skill bar we have our blink ready, and we also have our frost nova if we need. So I think I'm going to run straight to the right here, and we're going to pull this summoner. So I'm going to go ahead and just run as far as possible, and I did not pull the summoner. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and just hug the edge of this cliff here. That tracker has such a far distance. I guess that means he's doing a good job with what he's supposed to be doing. Let's go ahead and pull this tracker, and then let's go ahead and pull these other two trackers as well. Let's try to group them up really quickly, and I'll go ahead and frost nova them and blink. And it looks like all four of them are stuck in place there. And then we have two avenues of escape here. I think I kind of want to stall for a second and see if I can get my blink up. So those orcs are running in after us, and now I have my abilities off cooldown. Let's go ahead and run straight this way, and then I'm going to go ahead and just drop down here, and then I can go ahead and frost nova all these. That one resisted, but I can blink my way out of here, and I think I should be clear to get back to Lakeshire. So let's go ahead and make our way back to the town, and we can turn in all these quests. Back in Lakeshire, we have 3 quests we can turn in. Let's go ahead and talk to Marshal Maris first, where we can give him all the axes that we've collected this episode and in episodes past. For doing so, we get a nice 13 silver, and we have a new quest here, which is part of the elite area, so I'm not going to pick that up because I'm not going to head over there. We can talk to Werner here and turn in this Yaller's Paw that we got, and we got a ring, which is very nice. So we have not gotten any rings or trinkets or necklaces so far in this Let's Play series, so this is the first one we have gotten, which has 4 stamina and 2 spirit, which is very good for us. I'll go ahead and just put it right there, and we'll probably be using this for quite some time. It looks like Marshal Maris also got a second quest for us, but it is also in the elite area, so I'm not going to be picking up either of these quests. We would get 30 silver from that quest, and we would get a relatively nice item, but we cannot use these items as a mage. So overall, just going to go ahead and turn in this last quest here in Redridge. We can talk to Guard Howe, which is one of the first people we talked to when we came here. It's the first person in Lakeshire that we talked to, I believe. We can go ahead and get our 18 silver, and that was our final quest from him, and it was also the final quest that we will be doing in Redridge Mountains, at least in the immediate future. There might be a quest later on in the game that takes us through here or takes us back to this area, but for now I'm going to go ahead and head to the Griffin Master, and we can fly to Darkshire, and we can begin working on some of the quests we have left in Duskwood.
Have a good one.
Back in Darkshire, the first thing I'm going to do is head over here, and we can turn in the bronze tube that we finally found an engineering merchant that would give us a bronze tube. We can go ahead and turn in this quest, and we can pick up the next quest in this quest chain, which is to find the woman by the name of Mary, and we know this woman quite well because we have been to her house, Blind Mary, which is just south of here. So let's go ahead and run this way, and we can go ahead and turn this quest in. So there are a ton of skeletal horrors outside of this house. I'll go ahead and just clear through them real quick. And then we can go ahead and chat with Mary right in here. Can go ahead and get her looking glass. And it was one of her finest treasures until the incident. However, the insane ghoul has it. So we can go ahead and head over to the cemetery that is just south of here, and we can find the insane ghoul. I remember in the episode where we were down there, we saw the insane ghoul and we actually killed it. But now we actually have a quest to go ahead and kill it, so let's go ahead and head down there and fight it for a second time. I think we are very close to leveling up. We might be able to do it on this skeletal warrior, but it might be the next one we have to fight. I'm pulling this skeletal warrior here, just got a nice crit on it. Go ahead and do a frostbolt and a fire blast, and we indeed leveled up to level 27, which means we have a brand new talent point that we can spend, and I'm going to go ahead and spend it in frostbite. So now our chill has a 5% chance to freeze targets for 5 seconds, which comboed with our shatter, where we have an increased percentage chance to critical strike anybody that's frozen. So as we frostbolt, hopefully we will be able to freeze anybody that we have chilled with our frostbolt. And then as we continue to frostbolt, we might have the opportunity to land a critical strike on them, like I just got 2 in a row there. That's very nice. And we will be able to do a lot of damage. So I saw the blind ghoul go inside of the chapel here, so let's go ahead and peek our head into here, And looks like he's alone, so let's go ahead and just... Oh, maybe I should have just straight on charged in. This should be fine. Let's go ahead and frostbolt. Maybe we'll get a lucky chance where the school gets frozen and we could back up a little bit. And there's some sort of... Oh, he just debuffed us there, so we have Curse of Blood, where physical damage taken is increased by 13. That's not good. But we did defeat the ghoul, and we now have Mary's Looking Glass. And with having that, we can go ahead and head back to Darkshire and turn this quest in. Here is our friend Victoria. Let's go ahead and chat with him. We can give him Mary's Looking Glass. He says this will work good. Now there's just one more item needed to complete this device. Cog's blueprint calls for a lens of some sort. The only lens I know of would be large enough to... The only lens I know of that would be large enough will be very difficult to acquire. There's an ogre by the name of Zarkvul who resides in the mound in southern Duskwood. If you can, bring to me his monocle and I will use that as our lens. So let's go ahead. I can accept this quest right here. And it is a level 30 quest, so I don't think I am going to be doing that right this moment. Once we reach around level 30, we can go ahead and head to the Ogre Mound, which is in southwestern Duskwood, near the entrance to Stranglethorn Vale, and we can do that quest. But I think as far as the next part of Duskwood goes, we can head back to Ravenhill Cemetery. We can deliver Abercrombie his juice. Very delicious juice, and we can also work on many of the quests that we have around there, but I think I'm going to do that next episode, because as far as this episode goes, I'm going to go ahead and call it good here. Hope you all enjoyed watching this episode. I very much enjoyed playing through it, and I hope you are taking good care of yourselves. Remember, drink some water, check your posture, and subscribe, and this purple human mage will see you next time.